Big Damo, the ICW World Heavyweight Champion, the first Irish-born champion in the ICW. He's known to go coast to coast, which is insane if you think about it. He's here in New York, Brooklyn to be exact.
In his U.S. debut, as a matter of fact, Tony. He's here. I know he's on tour. We're going to see him over in my area in New England
and I don't think that's
next weekend.
I don't think that's too wise to be spitting at the beast.
Absolutely not. But when you have that much bravado and all of Federated with you on the outside, take a look at Ace Romero. Ace Romero could give him a run for his money when it comes to the weight.
But right now it's VSK, the undefeated VSK, the first Frey winner VSK, the visionary.
I'll say Mr. Martinez there, huh? You have to think, take a look at, you will, you got VSK, a veteran of the New York scene, and then he surrounded himself with up-and-comers. The unpredictable J. George Estrella. You talk about the man from New England, Acey baby, Ace Romero, and you have Clockwork Catred. A very interesting young lady who's just has so much mystique about her in her own right.
The shapeshifter.
Absolutely, of sorts.
She says she has 4 years to get out of her flesh prison, and right now Big Damo's in a prison himself. VSK and the entire Federated entourage out here.
And I heard if she doesn't, she'll end up looking like J. George if she doesn't get out of said flesh prison.
Well, some may say that.
J. George has been trying to get out of his flesh prison for 8 years now. Oh, here he comes.
You had to mention his name.
You mentioned my name, my ears start ringing. I'm sitting down wondering what's causing all this.
What's causing all this? Well, maybe you can answer us a question, J. George.
Absolutely.
Take a look at somebody like Big Damo and Ace Romero on the outside with a choke.
It's perfectly legal as far as I'm concerned, right?
When he was offered this championship bout, let me ask you this, J. George. Why not Ace Romero in there against the big man? What is the reasoning that Martinez has putting VSK in there?
Were you not here the last show? Oh, he wasn't here. You were here.
I was not here the last show.
You saw what happened last show. Ace Romero got mixed up with Fallah Bahh tonight. He's going to take care of Fallah Bahh first. He'll take care of that piece of human garbage.
Well, let me ask you this. VSK's undefeated. He's a visionary. He's the first winner. He's in that final fray. Why does he need the rest of you guys out here if he can handle his business?
Hey, I'm over here talking to you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
J. George scurries away, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time, J. George.
I think scurrying was the correct word there.
I think
Troy.
Damo just bit him. Don't come back over here. VSK, anyways, I don't want to take anything away from VSK. He is, in fact, a talented person, and if there's going to be some sort of international showcase, I think it's a very good chance for somebody like VSK to break out. You want to talk about playing spoiler? Damo's first match in the U.S. could be a loss if VSK and Federated have something to do with it.
Well, Big Damo's not the ICW World Champion for nothing. But I don't know how you overcome the odds like this. Federated all over the place. VSK now rolling him over and hooking the inside leg. Only a 2 count.
And Damo, I don't know what day he got in, but he's got to be feeling some of the effects of that jet lag. I certainly don't think that he walked over from Ireland and England. I don't think he was swimming his way across the pond. And you got to believe that takes a toll on you, too. Heck, I had a 6-hour trek today from Massachusetts, and I'm a little exhausted. I can't even imagine someone like Damo having to get in there with someone of the caliber of VSK.
And I don't think VSK should continue trying to punch Damo in the face like that.
Damo telling him to bring it. A shot by VSK. Damo says no. And that is a mountain of a man if I ever saw one. VSK taking a ride to the buckle, and he's unleashing all sorts of hell on VSK.
The huge avalanche in the corner follows up with another one. Up into
you got to get clearance if you're going to go that high in this building. Catch him, perhaps a Samoan drop. Oh my goodness, dragged on and a senton.
Big Damo living up to the moniker, making pancakes out of VSK in the center of the ring.
Oh, and a powerbomb. Followed by an elbow. How's he kick it out?
Just barely, and you gotta wonder.
And that's just on instinct at this point, Tony.
A huge onslaught by the big man from Belfast.
Indeed, Belfast, Northern Ireland being represented here tonight. What could be getting him up there? Has him up in the electric chair position. There's usually only one place to go. VSK wiggles out and catches him with a super kick. And a backstabber. And a cover at that. This could be an upset.
VSK struggling really hard to get that leg up in the air, hooking the outside leg, but only managing to get a 2 on the ICW World Champion.
Mr. Martinez almost jumping out of his discount shoes he bought at Payless. I'm sorry. He didn't like that one, did he? VSK catches him with a European uppercut. And Damo with a pump kick. VSK is on Dream Street. Damo getting him up to that electric chair.
VSK's got nowhere to go.
Mr. Martinez up on the apron. Lets VSK down, drops him like a sack of potatoes. Jay George up on the apron. The numbers game's getting to be too much here, Tony.
Jay George eats a right to the face.
Ace Romero catches him with a lariat. Wait a minute.
Look out, folks.
Fallah Bahh's out here now. The referee out. The referee not seeing any of this. Referee calling for the bell. Fallah Bahh here to the aid of Big Damo. And Jay George trying to protect VSK. Damo now pummeling Jay George. Fallah Bahh had Ace Romero up.
Fallah Bahh, superhero of sorts of late in Tier 1. Helping those less fortunate. In this case, helping out Big Damo.
Damo just broke Jay George's glass. Referee's calling for a no contest.
This match has been declared a no contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fallah Bahh, the man who unleashes pandemonium every time he comes out here. Coming to the aid of Damo, but this has become a no contest.
I can't believe that Federated caused the ending to such a great match, though. Looked like Big Damo was finally going to get him in that electric chair. Mr. Martinez thought better, climbed up on the apron.
Jay George is taking off his jacket. I don't think he wants to fight. I think he's just hot.
Hey, now hold on a minute there, players. It ain't gonna go down like that. You guys want to mix it up real bad? Then we're gonna have ourselves a tag team match.
Wait a minute. Fallah Bahh scheduled to compete against Ace Romero later on this evening, but two's is a three's company, four's a crowd. I think we might be adding Fallah Bahh and Ace Romero to the mix.
Yeah, I think Fallah's happy with that one. I don't think he cares what kind of...
This is officially a tag team match.
Referee Law saying that this is in fact going to become a tag team match. Ace Romero, wait, maybe it's going to be Jay George. Jay George scheduled to compete later on in the six-way fray, but
he looked like he wanted in there for a minute, Troy, but maybe
Ace Romero, you got to match tit for tat here, and you need to put a couple of LBs in there. You need Ace Romero because you have Fallah Bahh to contend with now.
I don't know if the ring's been reinforced. I hope Tier 1 management took care of that, because we've got some heavyweights in there.
VSK now. You got to believe that VSK is at least feeling a little bit more comfortable, but I don't think he was anticipating having to compete against Fallah tonight.
Well, like it or not, he's got two big men now across the ring. Maybe Federated finally bit off a little more they can chew by taking this tag team match, Troy. Bell's gone, we're underway.
We have ourselves a tag team contest.
Now you see, Big Damo decides to get to the outside and take a breather, but VSK's right in there. I don't know if that's a smart move.
VSK shoving Fallah.
I don't think he wants
about 3/4 of a quarter of an inch.
I don't think he wants to make the Panda angry.
Like I said, pandemonium always being unleashed when Fallah comes out. And you have to have nearly 1,000 pounds. Jay George Australia once again.
And we're back.
Joining us again. Pleasure's always. Oh, wait a second. Thank you kindly. Jay George trying to get back in the ring. He's just been sent to the back. Mr. Martinez is not happy. Mr. Martinez is protesting. That means the Catriots in the back. Jay George going home. And Mr. Martinez's investments. Don't look at us, George. Get out of here. We found a mirror. That'll keep him occupied. There goes VSK from behind. VSK with a shot to the back of Fallah. And a side headlock on the freshman. VSK's already competed in a full match so far tonight. And he gets put down to the canvas.
You're not going to take Fallah Bahh down with a shoulder tackle like that.
Oh my! Whoa! Look at squash VSK. And don't let his size confuse you. Don't let it lull you into a false sense of security. Fallah Bahh has got the moves, Tony, to say the least.
Former Reality of Wrestling champion, actually maybe the current champion. I'd have to check my notes on that. Former PWS world champion in there.
And think about it, we go back to Fallah Bahh the very first time at Tier 1 Wrestling. Crushes him and absolutely crushes VSK. Down to the canvas again. A kick at the count of 2.
You mentioned his debut in Tier 1. A hell of a match he had against Kyle the Beast.
And Kyle the Beast hasn't been the same since.
Another monster making his name on the independent scene. And now VSK just being ping-ponged back and forth.
Wait a second. In comes Damo. VSK through the legs. Catches Ace Romero. And now here's the matchup I'm very interested in seeing. My New England brethren, Ace Romero.
Who's more than happy to take his shirt off.
He's trying to match out bees with Damo, and I think he might have him beat there.
I think both of them could use a man groomer, to be honest with you.
Wait a second now.
If I'm
VSK spent. Ace Romero telling VSK to get in there. And this is what happens when Mr. Martinez isn't out here. We could have some dissension in the ranks, Tony.
VSK none too happy. He's actually favoring his left leg right now.
And we all should have seen it coming, of course. Ace Romero blindsiding Damo. Referee Law trying to back up Fallah. Ace Romero, my New England brethren, putting the boots to Damo's throat.
See, Fallah showing his frustration coming in the ring, not doing the Belfast Beast any favors.
You think about Ace Romero as another guy who, despite his size, do not let it fool you. He can move with the best of them. He will take to the air without even thinking about it, Tony.
Just methodically taking apart Damo in the corner now.
Shot to the face by Damo and another. You want to talk about a memorable first time here in the country for Damo? 2 matches in one night.
I seriously hope Damo doesn't think this is the way we normally do business here at Tier 1. But when the occasions arise to make a singles match a tag match, they're going to oblige. They want to give the people what they want here at Tier 1 Wrestling. And unfortunately for Big Damo, it's a beating to the 2nd degree right now. The hands of Ace Romero, VSK.
Ace Romero with a tag to his Federated partner, VSK, who got a chance to finally catch his breath here. In comes Fallah. Oh my goodness. Close quarters there. Ace Romero, right from that halfway point in the ring, is enough to bring Damo down. Forearms by Damo. A boot to the face. Fallah Bahh angry. Coming to the aid. He knew that he had Ace Romero later on this evening.
I'm just amazed. Damo hit Ace in the face with a huge forearm, knocked him clear off the apron. Surprised Ace Romero still has his wits about him after that one.
Damo to the buckle. And we want to talk about someone like Tracy Williams. As the match grows longer, he continues to strive. Damo, a big man in his own right. Yes, he does have gas in the tank. I don't want to take anything away from him. I'd be too afraid to do such a thing. But these big men are not meant to go 30 and 40 minutes. And right now, Damo's rounding probably about 20 at least.
And the ring just shifted a good foot in that direction, and it might be coming back our way, Troy.
Oh my goodness.
What impact.
I'm glad it's inside the ring and not at these guardrails, or else they'd be closing us down right now. Tony 2.
I'm really surprised the ring is holding up to this impact, Troy. That could have wound up right in our laps. Ace Romero in control now.
Romero thinks that he has some time to just relax here, catch his breath. VSK on the outside again, taking a breather. And did you see that?
Huge drop kick.
Coming up off the ground over 5 feet in the air. Take that, Ace Romero, trying to, like I said, match tit with tat. Both men down, looking for a tag. Romero gets it, and so does Fallah Bahh. The freshman in, the very fresh Fallah Bahh. And here comes the Panda Express.
Little E Honda action in the corner.
Boot to the face by VSK. VSK going up top. Fallah catches him. A Samoan drop. This could be it. I know that, said Ace Romero. Miscalculation. Damo throws Ace Romero through the ropes.
And VSK is in a world of trouble right now, Troy. 2 beasts got him backed into the corner.
Mr. Martinez must be having an aneurysm out back. Beal.
Fallah Bahh making sure Ace Romero is on the ground.
He's finally got him in that electric chair position. Here comes the driver. Oh my goodness. The cover. VSK with his feet on the ropes. I think they just happened to land there. I don't think he was looking to put them on the ropes. They just happened to land there.
I don't know, Troy. I don't think Big Damo's the legal man.
Are you serious, Ace Romero?
That huge tilt-a-whirl slam.
Variation on the boss man slam.
And now the match we were expecting to see tonight. Fallah Bahh's got Ace Romero.
Oh my goodness. These ropes are doing some squirting and a lariat. The cover. The ref saying he's not the legal man though. But VSK is. And all the weight in the world, that's gonna